Hello. Something's funny taking place. I'm here alone. We have some technical difficulties. Carolyn is trying to connect up here. And yeah, the challenges of sometimes the interweb is not working as fabulously as we all like. But Carolyn should join us here soon. And I thought I might start with a story about how long is it appropriate for women to take hormones once you start. And, what kind of question is that? It's a question that has arisen to counteract the fear that was injected into the world by a false reporting of a false study. Because otherwise, no one would think about how long it would take to take hormones. I mean, ask a man, like, why don't you ask me? I'm a man, I'm taking testosterone. How long do you think I should take testosterone? Well, there's absolutely no doubt in my mind that once I got on testosterone, I will be taking it every single day that I'm on the planet Earth, blessed enough to do so. And the same is true for women, and it wouldn't become a question to a woman, except because, hi, Carolyn. I see
Good
we had some
morning.
technical issues, and so I just started talking, answering a question that I had that I encounter frequently is how long should a woman take hormones? So I'm just right in the midst of that. So I'll just continue, and then you'll pick up where you always do.
Okay.
So the only reason this is a question because you if you interview any woman who's on bioidentical hormones has experienced the profound or moderate or major or whatever you want to call it beneficial changes she's incurred from taking hormones, there isn't a question about when you're going to stop. Who would want to stop? And by the way, when you do stop, for example, all the protection of bone that you gain by taking estrogen, you lose that protection and you can get osteopenia to develop really quickly the day you stop. Just as if you went into menopause, you get osteopenia. Most every woman does because of the loss of her estrogen, among other things. So the only reason there's a question about when you would stop, because fear was injected in 2002 with the false reporting of the Women's Health Initiative. I say false reporting because even in that Women's Health Initiative report, they stated that the increase in risk was statistically insignificant, but no one caught hold of that. They only caught hold of the statistically insignificant increase in risk. And then as that group was followed up, 16,000 women, they quickly learned that there was no increase of risk, even non-statistical. And then by 2017, the Women's Health Initiative Original Committee reported out that after 18 years of follow-up, there was no increased risk of breast cancer, heart attack, and stroke. But everyone got scared when that report was falsely reported out in 2002. And then, there was 18 million women on hormones in 2002 in America alone. And then that dropped to the way low millions. And then there were severe consequences of that. And these women were showing up to doctors saying, look, I can't stand this, risk or no. And the doctors came up with this idea. I don't know who came up with the idea. Well, take the smallest amount for the shortest amount of time to deal with the false information that they didn't even know was false. I knew it was false. I had discussed that original study with many colleagues. I had seen the statistical insignificant thing in there. I read the European literature about the safety and benefit of taking compounded bioidentical hormones, so I just proceeded as normal. But it was that fear that was injected that came up with this wild idea, we'll take the smallest amount for the shortest period of time. Well, I'm going to suggest something else. Take the optimal amount for every single day you're on Earth. Don't ever give up. It's fantastic. If it's hormones, knows that it's either fantastic or it's wonderful or it's terrific or it's good or I can't feel it, but I know it's doing good for my bones and my vagina and my brain, somewhere in that territory. extremely rarely do you have a woman come in who's on a good program that is having an adverse experience. I don't even see it personally, because we don't have programs that go sour. Yeah, and illnesses can happen and risks can happen and all that. But here's what I want to say. Do what I want to give you my best shot always. And my best shot is like, do what I'm going to do.
Thank you, dear Dr. Rosensweet. Dear Dr. David Rosensweet, that is your name. And never will I forget it. Yeah, we kind of, Krishna went in and out a little bit, not lose sound, but little freezing. But we're getting through it. We'll be okay. Um, so I'm coming in with this crazy question now, right in the midst of what you were saying, may we continue discussing osteoporosis, please? Right? Well, it is, but I mean, it's crazy that you were discussing what you were as I was like going to present this, and there you were discussing it. Yes. And with this, I'll throw this out. Is osteoporosis reversible? How long does it take to reverse it? Women want to know if we really need hormones to reverse osteoporosis. Many feel that we just need good weight bearing exercises. And then, lastly, and I know that you can memorize all this because you're you. What hormones are best, please, for reversing osteoporosis? Bam! You're on. Holy mackerel. Yeah. Wait, I'm not hearing him. Oh dear, we lost Dr. Rosensweet. Can't hear him. Did we lose sound? Can hear Carolyn, but not Dr. R. Hmm. I can hear you, but I'm not sure. Yeah, and you're important here. Okay, so ladies, we're going to reboot. Come right back up. I'm going to go ahead and close out, and I'll do the same. Okay.